In the last two sessions, we discussed basics of algebra and then addition and subtraction of algebraic terms. In this session, we are going to solve exercise problems based on what we studied in those sessions. This exercise is named as 6.1 in Karnataka State 8th Standard Textbook Part 1, whereas it is exercise 9.1 in NCERT 8th Standard Textbook. Without further delay, let us begin. First main, identify the terms, their coefficients for each of the following expressions. Here are some expressions, 6 in total. Let us take the first expression. What are the terms here? 5xyz square and then minus 3zy. Now let us identify the numerical coefficient of each of these terms. It's quite simple. For this it is 5. 5 is the coefficient and here it is minus 3. Now the second expression, the terms are 1. We don't write plus x there, it is understood. When we say x, it is plus x. And then x square. What are the coefficients? 1. 1 is the only factor here and it is the number factor, therefore it is the coefficient. When we say x, it is 1x, therefore the coefficient is 1. For x square, it is 1x squared, therefore again the coefficient is 1. Third expression, the terms are, there are 3 terms, we don't write plus z square, it is understood. The coefficients are 4 and then minus 4. For z squared, it is 1z squared, therefore the coefficient is 1. Let us move to the next expression. Here the terms are 3 minus pq plus qr, we don't write plus sign there, minus rb. And what are the coefficients? 3 minus 1 minus pq means minus 1 pq. qr means 1 qr. Again here it is minus 1. Fifth expression, the terms are, these are the terms, and let us write down the coefficients. What is the numerical coefficient of x by 2? Let us understand this. X by 2 can be written as 1 into x over 2 into 1. This can be split as 1 over 2, 1 half, into x over 1. X over 1 is x, therefore 1 half into x. What is the numerical coefficient here? Obviously it is half. For y by 2, again the numerical coefficient is half. Minus xy means minus 1xy, therefore it is minus 1. For the last expression, let us write down the terms. And the coefficients are 0.3, for this minus 0.6, here it is 0.5. We are done with the first main. Now let us go to the second main. Classify the following polynomials as monomials, binomials and trinomials. Which polynomials do not fit in any of the 3 categories? Here are some polynomials. Now let us write down, let us identify and then write down the monomials here. First polynomial, x plus y, is it a monomial? No, it is a binomial. 1000, it is a monomial. Do we have any other monomial here? Of course, we have PQR. These are the two monomials. Which are the binomials here? X plus y is one binomial. Then this is another 2y minus 3y squared, 4z minus 15z squared. Then p squared q plus pq squared. We have one more, 2p plus 2q. These are the binomials. There are 5 in number. What are the trinomials here? First one is this, 7 plus y plus 5x, 2y minus 3y squared plus 4y cubed, 5x minus 4y plus 3xy. These are the 3 trinomials here. Now, there are 2 polynomials remaining. First one is this. There are 4 terms, and again this too has 4 terms. These do not belong to any of the 3 categories. We are done with the second main. Third main, add the following. There are some expressions here. We need to add them. There are 4 sub-questions here. For the first one, let me show the addition in both the methods, in column addition and in row addition. And for others, let me follow the row addition. In column addition, let us write down the first expression, first polynomial, plus AB minus BC. Now we need to write BC minus CA such that the like terms come one below the other. Plus BC minus C minus CA minus BC and plus BC are in a single column. Now the last one, CA minus AB. Minus AB should go here below plus AB, and plus CA should come under minus CA. Now let us find the sum. Plus 1AB minus 1AB plus 1 minus 1, it is 0. Therefore, the algebraic sum of plus AB minus AB is 0. Again, here also it is 0. This one is also 0. How do we add the same expressions using row addition? In a row, write the expressions inside pairs of brackets. Now, the first pair of brackets is preceded by positive sign. Let us open the brackets. Since each pair of brackets is preceded by positive sign, while opening the brackets, the terms do not change their signs. It's quite easy. Now let us collect the like terms like this. These are the like terms, minus CA and plus CA. Now plus 1AB minus 1AB is 0. We cancel them out like this. When we cancel them out, it does mean that their sum is 0. Minus BC and plus BC get cancelled. These two get cancelled. What remains? Of course, 0. Second question, I am going to add these expressions in a row. I am following row addition. Write down the expressions inside pairs of brackets. Now open the brackets. The terms do not change their signs. Collect the like terms. Then plus AB does not have any other like term. Minus C plus C. then minus BC and plus AC. Here again, plus 1A minus 1A is 0. Their sum is 0. Minus 1B plus 1B is also 0. Minus 1C plus 1C is also 0. What do we have here? Plus AB minus BC plus AC. Third question. Let us write down the expressions inside pairs of brackets. Now let us open the brackets. The terms do not change their signs. Let us collect the like terms. These are the like terms. Again, minus 3pq plus 7pq are the like terms. Plus 4 plus 5, they are constant terms and they are like terms. What is the algebraic sum? Plus 2 minus 3. 3 minus 2 is 1. 3 has negative sign here. Therefore, minus 1p squared q squared. We don't write 1 there. It is understood. It is there. Minus 3pq plus 7pq. 7 minus 3 is 4. 7 has positive sign. Therefore, plus 4pq. 4 plus 5. It's quite simple. What is the sum? Obviously 9. Fourth one. Let us write down the expressions inside pairs of brackets. Now open the brackets. Quite simple. Collect the like terms like this. These are the like terms. Now these three remain as they are because they don't have any like terms. Plus 1l squared plus 1l squared is plus 2l squared. This is plus 2m squared and this is plus 2n squared. Plus 2ln plus 2mn plus 2mn. We are done with third main. Now fourth main. Here are some problems on subtraction. There are three. Let us consider sub-question A. Now here, while writing the expressions, we need to be careful. Which expression should we write first? Of course, 12a minus 9ab plus 5b minus 3. From this, we are subtracting the first one. Therefore, this should be written first. And then minus 4a minus 7ab plus 3b plus 12. The first pair of brackets is preceded by positive sign. While opening the brackets, the terms do not change their signs. Whereas here, each term changes its sign. Collect the like terms. For minus 9ab, we have plus 7ab. Plus 5b has minus 3b as like term. Then minus 3 minus 12. Now let us simplify. 12 minus 4 is 8. 12 is positive, therefore plus 80. 9 minus 7 is 2. 9 is negative, therefore minus 2ab. 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 has positive sign, therefore plus 2b. These two have the same signs. 3 plus 12 is 15, negative 15. Again here, the second expression should be written first. First expression should be written next. Let us open the brackets like this. Let us collect the like terms. Minus 2zx plus 7zx, then plus 10xyz minus 3xy. These two don't have any other like terms. Now let us simplify. 5 minus 2 is 3. 5 is negative, therefore minus 3yz. This is plus 5zx. These two terms remain as they are. Now see, I have already done this problem. I have already solved this in the previous session, taking as an example problem. Let me do it again. Open the brackets. Now collect the like terms like this. These are the like terms. Plus 5pq plus 3pq minus 2pq squared minus 5pq squared, then plus 5p square q minus 4p square q. The sum of the first pair plus 18 plus 10 is plus 28. Here it is. 8 minus 3 is 5. 8 is positive, therefore plus 5p. These two have the same signs. 11 plus 7 is 18, preceded by negative sign. This sum of these two terms is plus 8pq. Here it is minus 7pq squared. Here 5 minus 4 is 1. 5 is positive, plus 1p square q. We don't write 1 there. Plus p square q. We are done. Hope you found the session useful. Let us discuss multiplication of algebraic expressions in the next session. See you then.